Black lives sacrificed. Black lives matter in Marxist ideology. This is what I will discuss in this video. In addition, in this video and in future videos, I will discuss how blacks have been used for profits and or to promote a political agenda that has done very little, if anything, to help our black communities, but has only caused them harm and has been used to divide us as a nation. Hi, I'm Jerry and Quick, and rather than doing my normal introduction to promote my book, The Mud Puddle Theory, I will put a link below where it can be ordered through Amazon, or you can have any bookstore order it for you. You can click on my icon and it will take you to my YouTube channel, where you can find a listing of all my videos that I have posted that cover the same or similar topics that I discussed in The Mud Puddle Theory. The leaders of Black Lives Matter have openly admitted that they are a Marxist organization and that they are trained in a Marxist ideology. I did a video on democratic socialism in which I did a more detailed discussion of Marxism, socialism, and communism that I will be doing in this video. So I encourage you to watch that video. Like Thomas Sowell, I stated that on paper it looks great and very appealing, but in reality has never been successful and has only been very, very devastating for those poor people trying to survive in a socialistic or communistic society. As I will discuss in my next video, for those who are in charge, it will be a cakewalk, and they will continue to maintain their life and their lifestyle even after the change. According to the Black Lives Matter advocates, they want to help the black communities by doing away with systemic racism, promote racial equality, and do away with racial economic inequality, none of which still exists today in the United States of America. To accomplish their agenda, they want to dismantle white supremacy, patriotism, capitalism, imperialism, and the role the state plays in supporting those. In other words, they're out to destroy our government and the constitutional principles that have made this great country of ours great. While our Constitution does provide ways of bringing about changes, the revolution advocated by Black Lives Matter is simply treason and can be prosecuted under our laws. I will attach a link to a YouTube video below titled Michelle Malkin Investigates Black Lives Matter. This is a rather long video, but is well worth the time you will invest in watching it. Clearly, she has invested the time and put forth the effort investigating the Black Lives Matter movement, and the video should answer most of your questions concerning Black Lives Matter. Basically, Black Lives Matter is pushing for a Marxist, socialist, communistic form of government, i.e., democratic socialism. What is so ironic is that the ones actually behind encouraging and financially supporting the Black Lives Matter movement is the liberal whites, who are using them as sacrificial lambs to promote their political agenda, something which has been going on in this country throughout our dark past history. Recently, I watched a YouTube video by a young black man who stated in part that Black Lives Matter would be like sheep who had been watched over and taken care of by the shepherd, and after they had grown, the sheep would be slaughtered, their wool used as clothing, and their flesh eaten. Well, this may be a crude way of putting it, but it's the biggest fear that I have, because history proves that they could be sacrificed for the cause. I watched another YouTube video by a young black man who was talking about Black Lives Matter that said, you wouldn't buy a car without first looking under the hood, so why would you get involved with Black Lives Matter without knowing what they stand for? Sadly, most people, black and white, don't really know the Black Lives Matter political agenda that I outlined above. I grew up very, very poor in what was a very small rural city, so we spent a lot of time outside hunting, fishing, or just hiking. I remember one occasion we were walking along the bank of the creek, where we came up on a log that had fallen across the creek, and since I was always the one to take a dare, when one of my friends dared me to cross the creek on the log, I did. When I had gotten over halfway across, the log began to break. So I ran the rest of the way across and just made it across when the log broke and fell into the creek. Even though I had made it safely across, I was on the opposite side of the creek and the ravine from my friends. In my situation, all I had to do was walk down the bank to a place where the water was very shallow and ran across some rocks to get back to the other side. However, when you do make the choice to adopt the Black Lives Matter political agenda, there may be no turning back for you. So know what you are getting into before you cross the log. The thing that has gotten my attention more than anything else is how the big corporations have jumped on board and are providing financial funding and support for the Black Lives Matter movement. Initially, I was surprised and even shocked, but after giving it some thought, I understand the basis for their support. In my next video, I will discuss that in more detail. In the preamble to the U.S. Constitution, it states that in order to create a, quote, more perfect union, end quote. I put a lot of emphasis on the term, quote, a more perfect union, end quote, because while this great country of ours might not be perfect, we do live in the best country in the world with more rights, privileges, and freedom than any country in history. I'm not ready to give that up without a fight. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope that you have learned something from this video that will help you understand the underlying causes for our division. I'll put a link below where you can order the Mud Puddle Theory from Amazon, or you can also have almost any bookstore order it for you. Click on my icon and it will carry you to my channel for a complete listing of all my videos. Please like and subscribe below, and when subscribing, hit the bell icon and you'll receive a notification when I post any future videos. I not only welcome, but I strongly encourage you to leave your comments below. Through the comments, we can have the conversations, discussions, and our dialogues needed to bring us closer together as a nation and to address and solve the problems that are destroying this great nation of ours. Thanks again for watching. God bless America.